Welcome to All Things Evictions, where landlords can learn about the different steps in order to go through with their eviction case and why they're so important to follow. I'm your host, Pamela Macias, and this is Andrew Griffin, California attorney, and he's been in practice for over 35 years. In this session, we're going to talk about the initial step of an eviction, which is your eviction notice, and the different kinds of notices as well. Just like building your house on a foundation, same goes with your eviction case. So you never want to build your case on a defective notice.
That's a really good analogy. A house built on a cracked foundation won't have much value. And the same goes with building your eviction case. If you have a defective notice, your whole case could fall apart.
Very, very true. So, Mr. Griffin, tell us about the different kinds of eviction notices that can be used in order to start an eviction case.
Well, there's a 3-day notice to pay rent or quit. There's a 3-day notice to quit, a 3-day covenant or quit, and a 30, 60, or 90-day notice of termination of tenancy.
Wow, there's so many different kinds of notices that can be used to start your case. Tell us about the differences between the 3 different kinds of 3-day notices.
It all depends. And I get a lot of things in laws, but it all depends. A 3-day notice to pay rent or quit is if someone hasn't paid their rent. You want them to either pay within 3 days or you want them to leave. A 3-day notice to quit means you want them to stop some sort of behavior that they're doing or you want them to leave. A 3-day notice or a 3-day covenant or quit is something that they have something in their lease or their rental agreement that they're supposed to either do or provide and they haven't done it, then you can ask them to leave.
So if a tenant has a dog and then they're not supposed to have a dog, and it says no pets in a rental agreement, is that kind of...
That's correct. So you can give them an opportunity to cure that problem. You're just going to say, okay, you have to leave now because you brought the dog. And you say, you know what? You know the agreement says no dog. I'm giving you 3 days to get rid of that dog. If not, then you're going to have to leave.
Got it. And you said there's different kinds of termination of tenancy notices. What's the difference with those?
Well, there are 30, 60, and 90 days, and you can be used at any different times. Now, be mindful, the things that I'm telling you are on general contracts. If you have something that specifically says in your contract that you have to give me 5-day notice, you have to give me 10-day notice, or you have to give me 120-day notice, then the contract terms apply. But in general, a 30-day notice is used when you have a rental contract that is less than 1 year. If you want somebody to leave within that 1 year period, then you can give them a 30-day notice. If, however, somebody's been residing in that property for over a year, you have to give them 60 days notice. It doesn't matter whether it's a month-to-month contract or if the period has been more than a year, they have to get 60 days notice. Now, a 90-day notice is generally used when a foreclosure happened on the sale of the property. A foreclosure sale, and now the new owner comes in and says, I want you to go out. If you're a tenant, a legitimate tenant in that property, that person gets 90 days to leave.
Okay. And what about Section 8, though? Isn't there some sort of requirement there with Section 8?
That's true. Section 8 also will require a 90-day notice. So you have to be very careful about all the different notices, because if you do something wrong and you give the appropriate notice, for example, if you're supposed to give a 90-day notice and you give a 3-day notice instead and you get all the way to trial, you can lose and you'll have to start all over again, and you have to start that 90-day period all over again.
Wow. And then you can't collect rent, right, during the eviction time period while you're in court?
If you collect rent after giving, for example, a 3-day notice and the 3 notice period has passed and you collected the rent in a residential property, again, this is residential. In a residential property, you collected the rent after that 3-day notice, then you could also lose because it would be deemed as you waived that 3-day notice.
Wow. Wow, that's a lot of time without rent. It's so important. It seems so technical to do your eviction, to make sure that you do it right, because it seems like you'd be out of a lot of money.
That's true. And that's why you need an experienced attorney to help you over these technical difficulties. Lots of times I say, these are cross your T's, dot your I's. You need to understand an eviction case can move very fast, much faster than a regular lawsuit. However, there are a lot of technical terms and issues that you have to complete. Otherwise, you lose. And so at the very least, get somebody that knows, talk to an attorney that has experience and expertise in this area. Otherwise, you could lose your time, you can lose your rent, and worse, if you lose your case in court, then they could come and get attorney's fees from you if there's an attorney's fees clause in the contract.
Yeah, very, very important. Well, if you ever need help here in San Diego, Mr. Griffin is here to help you out. His phone number for his law office is 619-440-5000. And please stay tuned. We have so many other topics and so many other details to discuss with you on these eviction cases. And so I believe our next session, we're going to talk about the details of a 3-day pay, run, or quit, which is the most often used eviction notice. Thank you.
Thank you for spending time watching this video. If you found this video helpful, be sure to share this video with your friends and loved ones. And like this video and comment below with any comments or any feedback that you might have. Also, check out the other informative videos on our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel to continue receiving informative videos.